Impacting people's lives. The clearer and more detailed your goal is, the easier it will be to chart the path to achieving it. Once you have your goals in place, it's crucial to follow through with them with discipline and commitment. This means creating a detailed action plan that breaks your big goal down into smaller, more manageable steps. For example, if your goal is to start a business, you might start by identifying your target market, writing a business plan, seeking funding, and finally implementing your ideas. Each of these steps needs to be planned with defined timelines and success criteria. Equally important is tracking your progress. Many people start their journeys with enthusiasm, but they lose focus along the way because they don't monitor their results. Imagine that you're trying to save money for a major investment. If you don't regularly review your savings and adjust your spending, you can easily lose sight of your goal. Keeping a record of the actions you take and the results you get allows you to assess what's working and correct course if necessary. Furthermore, regular tracking helps keep your motivation high. Every small step forward becomes a source of encouragement, showing you that you're on the right track. On the other hand, if you find that you're not making the progress you expected, you can quickly identify obstacles and adjust your strategies before the problem becomes a bigger one. Another key aspect is flexibility. While it's important to follow a plan, the world is constantly changing, and circumstances may require adaptation. A well-structured plan is not rigid. It is a solid foundation that can be adjusted as new information, opportunities, or challenges arise. The ability to review and update your goals ensures that you are always aligned with your goals and the environment around you. It's important to understand that setting, following, and tracking goals is an ongoing process. Don't just set your goals once and forget about them. Set aside time regularly to review your progress, reflect on what's working, and adjust your approach if necessary. Make it a habit, a practice that becomes an integral part of your routine. Those who master the art of creating and tracking goals not only achieve their goals faster, but they also experience a much greater sense of accomplishment. They don't let chance determine their fate. They take control of their lives and become the architects of their own success. 8. You're not physically close to success. You're not physically close to success. Where you live can have a significant impact on your chances of achieving your goals. Opportunity-rich locations, such as major economic hubs, increase your chances of meeting people and situations that will fuel your personal and professional growth. Living in dynamic areas can provide access to influential networks, innovative business opportunities, high-quality educational resources, inspiring events and conferences, cultural diversity, and the exchange of ideas. In addition, your surroundings can influence your motivation and focus. Surround yourself with people who share your goals and values. Consider moving to a city or region with more opportunities, attending events and conferences, connecting with professionals in your field, seeking mentorship or guidance. Remember, success doesn't just depend on where you live, it also depends on your determination and hard work. Regularly assess your progress and adjust your priorities as needed. Life and business are constantly evolving, and what is a priority today may not be a priority tomorrow. Be willing to adapt and adjust your focus to ensure that you are always working on the activities that have the greatest potential to make your goals a reality. Being busy may seem productive, but the difference is in the results. By focusing your energy on the actions that truly matter, you will not only move faster toward your goal, but you will also experience a much greater sense of accomplishment and purpose. Remember that true progress does not come from doing more things, but from doing the right things. 6. You haven't built a team or systems to accelerate. You haven't yet built a team or the systems necessary to accelerate your journey to success, and this can be one of the biggest obstacles you face. Many people start out believing that doing everything themselves is the best strategy because they are completely confident in their abilities and believe that no one else will perform the tasks with the same level of dedication or quality. However, this mindset is a dangerous trap that ends up limiting both the pace and consistency of progress. The problem with trying to do everything yourself is that even at your best, you won't be able to sustain the pace needed for long enough to achieve the desired success. No matter how talented and driven you are, your energy, time, and skills are finite resources. Working alone means carrying the entire burden on your shoulders, which will inevitably lead to burnout or suboptimal performance. On the other hand, when you start building a team, you realize that success is not just a matter of individual effort, but of strategic collaboration. Bringing together people who share your vision and bring complementary skills to yours creates powerful synergy. A well-aligned team not only shares the workload, but also brings new perspectives, ideas, and solutions to challenges that arise along the way. In addition, Delegating tasks to competent people allows you to focus on what you do best and what is most important to the growth of your project. Leaders are often reluctant to delegate because they fear losing control or because they lack trust in others. However, learning to trust your team and empowering people to take responsibility is an essential step in scaling any venture. When each team member understands their role and delivers on their promises, it creates an environment of predictability and efficiency where everyone works toward a common goal. Building self-sustaining systems is equally vital to accelerating growth. An efficient system is like a well-oiled machine. It keeps everything running smoothly and consistently, even when you're not directly involved in every detail. This can include automated processes, well-defined workflows, and clear policies to guide decisions. With robust systems, you reduce your reliance on manual effort, allowing your team to operate more efficiently and with greater impact. When these systems are in place and your team is aligned, growth shifts from linear to exponential. Each team member contributes to improving processes and reaching new heights, creating a ripple effect of innovation and productivity. More than that, a motivated and focused team shares ownership of success, which creates a sense of ownership and purpose that further drives results. If you haven't already started building a team or implementing effective systems, now is a great time to rethink your approach. Identify the areas where you need the most support and look for people or tools that can fill those gaps. Take the time to train your team, align expectations, and cultivate a culture of trust and collaboration. Remember that a team is not just a group of people working together, but an integrated set of individuals moving in the same direction, driven by a shared vision. That be why embracing the power of a well-structured team and self-sustaining systems, you will see that success does not have to be a lonely battle. With the right people on your side and efficient processes in place, you will be prepared to achieve your goals more quickly, consistently, and sustainably. 7. You are not setting, following, and tracking goals correctly. You are not setting, following, and tracking your goals correctly, and this may be sabotaging your entire progress towards success. Having dreams and aspirations is natural, but turning them into clear, measurable, and achievable goals requires conscious and strategic effort. Many people have grandiose ideas of what they would like to accomplish in their lives, but few take the time to create a concrete plan that serves as a roadmap to turn those dreams into reality. Without clear goals, you can easily fall into the trap of going in circles. It's like being lost in a forest without a GPS or compass to guide you. You know you need to get out of there, but without a structured plan, you end up wasting time and energy, repeating the same mistakes or heading in the wrong direction. On the other hand, those who achieve success have one thing in common: a meticulous system for setting, following through, and tracking their goals. Setting goals starts with clarity. What exactly do you want to achieve? It's important to be specific. It's not enough to say, "I want to be successful." You need to define what success means to you. Maybe it's building a career in a certain field, achieving financial independence, developing specific skills, or positively. For you, prioritize passive income over capital gains. You prioritize passive income over capital gains, and this could be significantly delaying your financial progress. It is a common mistake, especially among new entrepreneurs and investors, to believe that the key to financial success lies in generating passive income from the beginning of the journey. While the idea of earning money without ongoing effort is appealing, focusing on creating small streams of passive income too early can be counterproductive. In the early stages, the main goal should be to build wealth and grow your assets rapidly. Capital gains are the engine that drives wealth at the beginning of the journey. They involve the strategic use of your available resources to generate significant growth in the short or medium term. For example, instead of investing in something that offers a small passive return, such as a rental property that generates a net profit of a few $100s per month, you can use the same capital to start a business, develop a product, or invest in an opportunity that has the potential to multiply your assets. The focus at this point should be on creating a solid and robust financial base that will allow you to diversify and invest in more substantial sources of passive income in the future. Imagine that you have an initial capital of $25,000. If you invest this money in a property with the intention of generating passive income, you will probably see a modest monthly return, perhaps around $100 to $200 after costs and taxes. Although this income is welcome, it is not enough to transform your financial life. On the other hand, if you use this $25,000 to start a company, invest in stocks with high potential for appreciation, or even take courses that increase your skills, the return can be significantly higher, allowing you to transform the $25,000 into $125,000 or more in a relatively short period of time. The biggest problem with prioritizing passive income too early is that it limits the growth potential of your capital. When you focus on small, steady income streams, you are effectively sacrificing the opportunity to generate exponential returns that can make a real difference in your financial trajectory. It's as if you are planting a seed and harvesting its fruits prematurely, before the tree has grown and is capable of producing a more abundant harvest. Additionally, capital gains give you the flexibility to reinvest in even bigger opportunities. When you multiply your initial assets, you create a cascading effect. Each new investment opportunity becomes bigger and more impactful. This growth cycle is essential to reaching a financial position where passive income finally makes sense. It's only when your wealth reaches a substantial level that passive returns can provide real financial freedom, allowing you to maintain a comfortable lifestyle without compromising the continued growth of your assets. It's also important to consider that, in the beginning, you need to be willing to take on more risk and seek more aggressive returns. Passive income tends to be safe and predictable, but significant growth requires boldness and a proactive approach. By learning how to navigate the complexities of the market, develop your skills, and identify the best opportunities, you position yourself to build a financial foundation that supports your long-term goals. Therefore, at the beginning of your journey, wealth building should be your top priority. Focus on multiplying your initial assets, expanding your possibilities, and reaching a point where the accumulated capital can be converted into truly meaningful sources of passive income. When you adopt this strategic approach, you not only accelerate your progress, but you also create the ideal conditions for future financial security and stability. 5. You're busy, but not productive. You're busy, but not productive, and this distinction is crucial to understanding why you haven't yet achieved the results you want. Being constantly busy can create a false sense of progress, but not every activity leads to advancing your goals. Too often, people get caught up in maintenance tasks that, while important to keeping the system running, don't directly contribute to growth or transformation. The key to overcoming this trap is learning to identify and prioritize the actions that truly move the needle toward what you want to achieve. Maintenance activities, such as answering emails, organizing documents, or solving day-to-day operational issues, are unavoidable in any project or business. However, they shouldn't consume the majority of your time and energy. These tasks are like keeping a car's engine running, necessary to keep the vehicle running, but by themselves, they don't get you anywhere. To achieve your goals, you need to get your car moving and follow a clear direction. The problem arises when you confuse being busy with being productive. Being busy means filling your day with tasks and feeling active, while being productive means focusing on the activities that have a direct impact on your goals. To do this, it is essential to establish priorities and dedicate the majority of your time to the actions that generate significant results. One of the biggest challenges for many people is identifying which activities have the greatest impact on their goals. This requires reflection and planning. Ask yourself, is this task moving me closer to my ultimate goal? If the answer is no or only indirectly, it may be time to reevaluate your approach. True productivity comes from an intense focus on high-impact activities, those that have the power to change your reality in a substantial way. In addition, it is important to recognize the opportunity costs associated with time. Every minute spent on a low-priority task is a minute that could have been spent on something more meaningful. This concept, known as opportunity cost, is key to understanding why being busy is not the same as being productive. The more time you spend on low-relevance activities, the less energy and resources you have to invest in initiatives that really matter. To escape this trap, take a more strategic approach to managing your time and priorities. Start your day by clearly defining your key goals and identifying the most important actions to achieve them. Use tools like the Eisenhower matrix to differentiate between what is urgent and what is important. Urgent activities may require immediate attention, but they should not overshadow the important ones, which are the ones that truly create long-term value. Another effective practice is to set aside blocks of time dedicated exclusively to high-priority tasks. During these periods, eliminate distractions and focus fully on what you are doing. This not only increases your productivity, but also improves the quality of your work, allowing you to achieve more impactful results in less time. It is also crucial to delegate whenever possible. Many of the maintenance tasks that consume your time can be performed by others, freeing you up to focus on what really matters. If you are leading a team, delegating is not only efficient, but it also allows others to develop their skills and contribute more actively to the success of the project. Why haven't you achieved the success you desire yet? Have you ever asked yourself this? Maybe you're already on the right path, but something still seems out of place. This can happen for a variety of reasons that are silently delaying your journey towards what you want. Success, after all, is not something that suddenly appears around the next bend. It is a destination that is found at the end of a long and often challenging journey. So we've listed some reasons why you haven't achieved success yet. 1. You're not surrounded by the right people. You're not surrounded by the right people, and this could be seriously limiting your personal and professional growth. Being around individuals who have great aspirations, discipline, and a clear focus on their goals has a powerful influence on the way we think and act. These people not only inspire us to dream bigger, but also challenge us to leave our comfort zone, adopt more strategic positions, and pursue our goals with greater determination. Great influences have the power to shape our perspectives on the world, helping us see possibilities that previously seemed out of reach. Being surrounded by visionaries and highly committed people creates a fertile environment for developing ideas and building ambitious, well-planned actions. This coexistence not only inspires, but also forces you to raise your standards, because when you witness up close the effort and results of those who are at the level you aspire to, it is impossible not to feel motivated to achieve more. In addition, when you are surrounded by individuals with great mindsets, you naturally begin to absorb some of this energy, this confidence, and this expanded vision. Your conversations become more productive, your actions more targeted, and your mindset evolves to align with the big goals that might previously have seemed distant. This type of influence also creates a cycle of support and mutual motivation, where you learn not only by example, but also by the exchange of knowledge and experiences. On the other hand, hanging out with people who don't share your ambitions or who have a limited view of life can end up limiting your ability to see things further. Oftentimes, this type of coexistence reinforces limiting beliefs and creates an illusory sense of comfort that impedes progress. Remember that just as the right people can help you grow, the wrong ones can keep you stuck or even make you go backwards. Change begins with a conscious decision to seek out and keep people around you who are already on the path you want to follow. Whether it's learning from mentors, connecting with successful professionals, or simply choosing friendships that value mutual growth, surrounding yourself with the right people is one of the most transformative actions you can take on your journey. 2. You overestimate how close you are to success. One of the biggest mistakes people make when seeking success is overestimating how close they are to it. There is a common tendency to believe that the fruits of their efforts will come immediately, creating an unrealistic expectation about the time needed to achieve great achievements. The problem lies in underestimating the maturation time and overestimating the actual progress. When this happens, frustration quickly sets in, discouraging actions that could, in fact, accelerate the journey. It is essential to understand that time is a constant. It flows the same way for everyone. However, what really makes the difference between people is the intensity with which they advance in that time. It is not just about waiting for the right moment or trusting that success will automatically appear around the corner. The secret is in the speed of progress, in the consistency with which you act to reduce the distance between where you are now and where you want to be. This adjustment in perspective is what transforms seemingly impossible journeys into more tangible paths. Success does not come to those who wait, but to those who understand the importance of moving strategically and constantly. Instead of measuring the time left, focus on maximizing the efficiency of your actions in the present. After all, while everyone has the same 24 hours a day, it is the decisions about how to use them that determine the pace of each individual's progress. 3. You avoid taking risks. You avoid risks, and this behavior can be one of the biggest obstacles on your journey to success. The fear of losing, failing, or facing the unknown often paralyzes people, creating an invisible barrier that prevents them from exploring their true potential. However, it is important to remember that success is rarely achieved without the courage to take calculated risks. Those who achieve great things are usually the same ones who have learned to see risk as an essential part of the process. The fear of taking risks is natural and, to a certain extent, healthy, as it protects us from real dangers. However, when this fear becomes excessive, it stops being a tool of self-protection and becomes an anchor, keeping you stuck in your comfort zone. In this zone, there is little or no innovation, and personal and professional growth stagnates. The truth is that progress requires action, and all action carries with it some level of uncertainty. Taking calculated risks means making informed choices, evaluating the possible outcomes, the costs involved, and the strategies to mitigate negative consequences. It's not about acting impulsively or irresponsibly, but about understanding that any significant progress requires a certain amount of boldness. When you choose to take risks consciously, you open yourself up to new opportunities, challenges, and learning experiences that can transform your life in ways you never imagined. What if everything goes wrong? This is one of the most common questions that prevent people from taking action. But here's the key: even if the immediate results are not what you expected, the knowledge you gain throughout the experience is your greatest asset. Each attempt, even those that are unsuccessful, carries valuable lessons that shape your skills, your resilience, and your ability to make future decisions. It is through these experiences that you learn to adapt, solve problems, and find innovative solutions. In addition, avoiding risks can mean missing out on unique opportunities. Some of the best chances for growth and success arise in moments of uncertainty, when you decide to take a leap into the unknown. While many choose to stay in safe territory, those who take risks find new paths, create possibilities, and discover inner strengths they didn't know they had. If you feel like your fear of taking risks is limiting your life, it's important to change your perspective on risk. View it as a tool for growth, not a constant threat. Ask yourself questions like, what's the worst-case scenario, and how can I deal with it? Or what can I gain, in terms of experience or outcome, by taking this risk? These reflections help reduce fear and build confidence in your ability to face challenges. Remember that even the greatest successes have faced risks along the way. They've had doubts, fears, and moments of hesitation, but they've chosen to act regardless. The difference between stagnation and progress is the willingness to risk what's necessary to achieve what you want. Over time, you'll come to realize that the risks that are worth taking are not the ones that put everything at risk, but the ones that open doors to a bigger, more meaningful future. 9. You have not yet become a person qualified for success. You have not yet become a person with the necessary qualities to achieve the success you desire, but this is not a condemnation. It is an opportunity. The path to success requires preparation, continuous development, and the cultivation of skills that enable you to face challenges and seize opportunities that arise. Perhaps, at this moment, you still do not have the tools or experience that are essential to achieve your goals, but this is completely normal. Success is not something that happens instantly. It is built over time, step by step. The good news is that time can be your greatest ally, as long as you use it strategically. Each day offers a chance for growth and learning, an opportunity to get a little closer to what you want to achieve. Instead of getting frustrated with what you still lack, focus on how you can use this moment to develop the qualities that will take you to the next level. Start by identifying which skills or competencies are indispensable to achieving your goals. For example, if you want to start a business, you may need to improve your leadership skills, learn about financial management, or master marketing strategies. If your goal is to advance in your career, you may need to acquire more advanced technical knowledge or develop interpersonal skills. This initial reflection is essential to outline a clear plan of action. In addition, invest in acquiring these skills in a consistent and dedicated manner. Learning can take many forms: reading books, taking courses, following mentors, or even gaining practical experience in your daily life. Whatever path you choose, the important thing is to always be moving forward, looking for ways to improve and expand your capabilities. Developing the qualities necessary for success also goes beyond technical skills. Characteristics such as resilience, determination, discipline, and emotional intelligence are equally crucial. They allow you to deal with the ups and downs of the journey, stay focused in difficult times, and build strong and productive relationships with the people around you. Also remember that success requires a growth mindset. This means viewing challenges as learning opportunities, accepting that mistakes are part of the process, and being willing to step out of your comfort zone to explore new horizons. Every obstacle you overcome and every small victory you achieve contributes to shaping the person you need to become. Finally, visualize the future you want to build and keep that goal as your source of motivation. By committing to continuous development and using your time productively, you will be laying the groundwork for achieving success in a solid and sustainable way. When you finally get there, you will not only have achieved your goals, but you will also have transformed into the person you always knew you could be. 10. You are afraid of success. Although success is something that many desire, it also carries with it a burden that can generate deep fears. Often, the fear of success is rooted in the idea that significant changes will happen, requiring effort, sacrifice, and constant adaptation to new circumstances. It is not only the hard work that is scary, but also the uncertainty about how to deal with a new level of responsibilities, expectations, and challenges. This fear can paralyze you, causing you to remain in your comfort zone. Familiarity, even if it is not ideal, feels safer than the unknown. Success brings with it the need to face new pressures, such as the judgment of others, the responsibility for more complex decisions, and the possibility of failing at a greater level. For this reason, many people end up sabotaging their own chances of progress, unconsciously preferring the stability of mediocrity to the discomfort of growth. However, it is crucial to understand that success should not be seen as a threat, but as an opportunity for evolution. It requires work, yes, but each step along the way strengthens you, preparing you for the subsequent challenges. Fear, in many cases, is just the manifestation of doubts about your ability to deal with what is to come. Therefore, invest in self-knowledge, in developing your skills, and in building a resilient mindset. Accepting success means accepting that life is dynamic and that adaptation is one of the most valuable skills you can have. Allow yourself to see growth as something positive and liberating. Instead of fearing success, embrace it as a chance to realize your full potential and live a life aligned with your greatest goals. In conclusion, success is not an easy destination to reach, but it becomes possible when you combine focus, strategy, and determination. More than that, it is essential to have the courage to face both the changes and the challenges that arise along the way. Identify which points addressed here most resonate with your current reality and start working on them intentionally. Small adjustments made today can bring about big transformations tomorrow. Remember that each step, no matter how small it may seem, is a movement towards the future you deserve to build. What about you? Have you ever felt stuck or even unable to achieve the success you so desire? Which of these fears and situations are holding you back? Leave your comment and share your experience with us.